My good Carly, and I'd just like to add as well that it's great to see you back and looking so well, and to wish you a very healthy and happy recovery, and we're all glad to see you back here in the House.
One of the cylinders not fully right yet, but hopefully by the new year it will be.
But you're like a Cork or Kerry footballer. You're tough, and that's a great trait to have. I just want to raise today an issue which I raised here at a commencement debate recently around the aquaculture licence applications in a bay in Donegal called Ballinass Bay. Since raising the matter in the House here, the Minister for Agriculture last week granted approval for 14 of the 18 licences, effectively giving approval of an area the size of 40 hectares, which can now be used for Pacific oysters, with the trestles that go with it, and for clam fishing as well. So the local community obviously are deeply annoyed at this decision. It's a decision which has been taken very swiftly by the Minister, in light of the fact that generally these applications take up to 2 years for a decision to be arrived at. The decision was made here within 6 months roughly of the applications being made. Huge questions around the whole public consultation process, where the local community was defrained or not provided the opportunity of making submissions prior to the Minister making a decision. Their only option now is to appeal to the Aquaculture Licence Appeals Board. That's an expensive process, because each appeal costs €200. There's 14 licences, so for any group or individual making an appeal to every application would cost €2,800. I think it's bitterly wrong. I think the Minister has got this wrong. He spoke here in this House. He spoke in the Dáil, blatantly ignoring the public concerns around this issue. While no one wants to deprive people of a livelihood or an economic benefit garnered through farming or aquaculture farming, at the same time the public good needs to be taken into consideration, and the destruction that could be forced upon a local small bay needs to be taken into consideration, and that did not happen before the Minister arrived at his decision to grant these. It's most unfortunate, and I would ask the Leader of the House here that we would facilitate a debate on the whole processing of aquaculture licences here in the House. May not be possible before Christmas, but I would like to hear the Minister for Agriculture come before the House to discuss this specific issue in general terms early in the new year.
Margaret.